As you can guess by the title of this video, it's rebranding. So yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video because it is different. It's mainly a screen recording. I try to like spice things up. Hey guys, welcome back to this week's HanSelah art video. I decided it would be fitting to not have anything behind me while I reveal the new branding. So let's just jump right into this video. I decided to rebrand HanSelah because when I initially first started this YouTube channel, it was kind of like a spontaneous decision, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel this week, and I did it, and I didn't exactly plan like a look and feel, like what I wanted to go for, where I wanted to go with things. I just knew I wanted to post creative stuff, and I wanted to draw and paint more, and I wanted to create videos and learn how to video edit. And yeah, that's the whole reason why I decided to start this passion project, and I'm actually having so much fun with it. So I thought it would make a really interesting video, especially for those who would like to get involved in graphic design as well and kind of understand the process of branding yourself, doing personal branding or branding a company or branding something to give it an identity from scratch. So when I looked at all the elements that I needed for this project, I decided I was going to go with a logo. Obviously I needed that, and especially for videos I can put it in as like a little icon in the corner of my videos. But also it's very good to have a logo for any brand, really, to give it an identity, to make it recognizable so people can build trust with that brand, knowing that it's backed by an identity and it's not just some like blank page. I have had logos before in the past. When I was in my second year at university, I created a logo for myself. This logo I used for a while, and yeah, it was called Handmade, and at the time I was doing a lot of handmade items, a lot of fine art, traditional mediums and artwork. So I had a logo for that, just to kind of establish myself and get myself into having a visual identity where people can recognize me, you know. Then in 2018, which was my third year at varsity, we had to do a project in the last part of the year, and it was our self-branding. This was my self-branding logo, and I actually really loved it. My whole concept was about crafted design, because I do a lot of crafty things, and I don't just do design, I do a lot of traditional work, as you know from this YouTube channel. I don't only work in digital, I work in traditional mediums as well, and I love working with my hands and actually crafting things, and I felt that that was fitting. My logo was inspired by the bracelets that I always wear, or the jewelry that I constantly had on and still have on today. So that is the thinking behind my most recent logo, which was a project for university. Then when I started my YouTube channel, which was this year, that was a spontaneous decision, which I'm very happy that I did do, and just took a leap and was like, yep, okay, I'm starting it. Knew nothing about video editing, but anyway. And so I needed something to identify myself online and kind of just make everything a little bit cohesive, just so it's not so like all over the place. That is when I made the little 6-second clip of me painting HanSelah. That I did one night because I was like, yeah, I should probably do like a little intro video thingy mabob so people kind of know that this is me. And so I did that, and I really liked it, and I still do really like it. Like, I just felt that that current branding as it stood wasn't where I wanted to be. I didn't want to position myself in that way visually, so I thought, nope, this is about time that I can change it up and kind of see the process I had to go through. It's not just like a boom, there's a logo. It doesn't work like that. I thought, well, it can, but it won't. Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of back and forth and stuck. I was stuck at some parts, and that's why. I've decided to rebrand my YouTube channel, Rebrand HanSelah. I made a logo. I had to create obviously a little intro video for the beginning of my videos, just a 4-second animation, which is the animation that I'm very proud of, because it was my first animation that I've ever made on After Effects, so I'm very proud. And then I also created little icons for Instagram, Facebook, and a little subscribe button. I decided to animate the subscribe button as well, because obviously now I had learned how to use After Effects, and I was like, oh, why not? Like, it just adds a bit of interest into the video, and so I did that as well. I also had to think about a YouTube header, but it's not only the cell phone mobile view, it's also the desktop view and also the TV view. So I was trying to think of other elements that I can include to try and spice things up and make it look interesting and not just be a logo. I've got to actually build stuff that I can build onto and use outside of just being a logo. I knew that I wanted a circular shape, or at least something that resembled a circle or had some relation to a circle in it. For this logo, I also decided to create my own font. After I'd hand drawn it, I took a picture, put it through into Illustrator, and then I went and got my pen tool and my rectangle tool, and I literally drew out the whole type, and then I manipulated it from there, and then used my Pathfinder to combine the different objects together. So this is a handmade font, literally handmade, not hand. Anyway, so I really enjoyed that as well, just playing with it and like sorting out like the baseline, the kerning and the tracking, and how I wanted it to sit and fall and fold and all this jazz. So again, lots of fun. I really enjoyed it. I started playing around with actually like curving bits of each of the letters, and that was kind of cool and I quite liked it. And then again, I was playing with icons to try and figure out what icon I actually wanted as a visual, as I didn't want my logo to just be only a logo type. I did want some sort of visual. Then again, I had to play with color and figure out what color I wanted to go with. Did want some form of yellow, but then I didn't know what the accent color or secondary color was going to be. Then I completely changed things up and changed it back to like a turquoisey with grey, but I really didn't like that. So over here I am making it into a circle, and I'm making sure that every letter is exactly the same size between each other. So if you like perfection, you'll really like this clip when each pixel by pixel gets fitted next to each other. I chose yellow because I really love the color yellow. I know it's very uncommon, but it reminds me of the sun, and it's really happy and it's just warm and cozy, and I don't know, I really like the color yellow. I don't have a favorite color, no, there's way too many to choose from, but yellow is one that I'm naturally drawn to, and so yeah, that's why I chose yellow for that. And yeah, so I went through quite a few different shapes and sizes and colors and vibes that I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and icons and little accent things. I even took my header into my iPad and was playing around on Procreate to try and figure out a look and feel for this thing, and it was a bit of a struggle at some point, I won't lie. So I was just playing around and seeing what route I wanted to take. I then thought, why not put in some of my old drawings into my header just to show that it is an art channel, and so that's what I ended up doing. Another thing about this video is I had to teach myself After Effects, because I have wanted to learn how to animate for so long, and I know how to create GIFs and like motion graphic things in Photoshop, but it's very different. It's a lot more stop, start, stop motion. It's not smooth. I want like a smooth transition. I want to be able to transform things. I want to be able to make really cool looking motion graphics and animations, and it's about time I learned how to do that. So for this video, I went and I watched a short little video on YouTube about a guy that was animating his logo. I was like, okay, that seems not too bad. So I just went onto After Effects and I was playing around, clicking a whole bunch of buttons. I didn't even know how to export it, and I had to Google how to export it to get it as an MP4, and so I learned a lot over the course of this week with this video. I first had to take everything into Illustrator, but obviously the logo file was already an Illustrator file, and then put every single part of it on a different layer to be able to have as much versatility as I could. And then I brought it into After Effects and I started repositioning and scaling and moving and rotating and trying all random fun things, trying to just create interest. And then with the background shape, I added like a little turnaround thing. It was fun. After I did the little intro video animation, I then wanted to do a little social media icons and a little subscribe icon, and I wanted to animate the subscribe icon, so I had to design them. Again, just doing all in different layers on Illustrator so that I had more versatility with my little animation and I could move more elements inside it. So I just wanted to do like a little bell with a subscribe thing, and I wanted the subscribe letters to build in and then flash like a little yellow thing at the end, and then I just designed a Facebook icon as well. I then started to animate the subscribe button and I wanted it to build in letter by letter. That is it, the new HanSelah. Let me know what you guys think, if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, if you found this video interesting, especially with the screen recording, because I guess most of this video was screen recording. I was looking back because I wasn't thinking about my 2018 logo back in the day until I'd finished this, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a circle and it's yellow. It's basically the same thing. But anyway, but no, it's not the same thing. Anyway guys, that is this week's video for this Monday. Hope you enjoyed it and you could kind of see the process that designers go through in creating a brand or creating visual identity for a brand. So now that I have my new little icons, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page, and follow me on Instagram for more updates that I don't necessarily post here. I hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful week, and I will see you next Monday.